The dupes of the cute toys have left consumer complaints and warnings about safety risks and potentially hazardous chemicals in their wake. The plush dolls embraced by celebrities like Rihanna, Kim Kardashian, and David Beckham has led to a flood of counterfeits that reveal a dark and dangerous side of the toy business. The dupes are known as Lafufus, presumably because of their fake nature, and they too have fans who make up a subculture of the wider craze, but the fakes have alarmed buyers, consumer protection agencies, and customs officials on multiple continents, as well as Pop Mart, the Chinese company that has been making the dolls since 2019. Not only have they generated consumer complaints, but officials have also flagged safety risks and potentially hazardous chemicals linked to the fake dolls. The real collectibles took off after the K-pop star Lisa of Blackpink was seen on social media carrying one on her bag and hugging a big one last year. The craze has caused Pop Mart's sales to surge, with revenue for the first half of the year amounting to more than $1.9 billion, surpassing revenue for all of 2024, the company said last week. That success has been fueled by the way some of the dolls are sold. They often arrive in, quote, blind boxes, end quote, so that buyers don't know what they will find inside. That generates excitement as unboxing videos amass on social media, but the element of mystery has made it easier for fakes to flood the market. In Britain, the Chartered Trading Standards Institute, a non-profit organization that works with the government on consumer protection issues, put out an urgent warning this month about the rise in sales of counterfeit dolls. It said that the fakes were, quote, poorly made in unsafe manufacturing premises, end quote, and might contain hazardous chemicals that, quote, can cause lifetime damage to a child's organs, end quote. The Institute said its teams had seized thousands of dolls from stores in England and Scotland. It added that it was investigating the glut of counterfeits in connection with organized crime groups, end quote. In July, news media in Cyprus reported that customs officials had conducted raids targeting the counterfeit dolls, pulling more than 1,300 fake dolls and products from stores, end quote. Last week, the U.S. Consumer Product Safety Commission said it had ordered the seizure of thousands of units of counterfeit dolls at ports, warning that the fake dolls violate a ban on small parts for children under 3, quote, break apart easily and pose, quote, a serious risk of choking and death. The Better Business Bureau also issued a warning about the fakes after grievances piled up on its, quote, scam tracker. Some highlighted the dangers that consumer groups had raised, including a person from Virginia who on Saturday wrote about receiving 6 dolls from a seller purporting to offering genuine dolls. They were all defective, with one arriving without a hand. A person in California wrote on August 12th that a scammer had promised real ones but sent, quote, broken toys. The Chinese customs authorities have said they are working to stem the tide of fakes. In June, they confiscated more than 200,000 counterfeit products. Last month, they reported almost daily seizures. The mania for the monster characters, which were created in 2015 by Casing Lung, an artist born in Hong Kong and raised in the Netherlands, has prompted Pop Mart to police its intellectual property aggressively. Pop Mart's subsidiary in Singapore sued 7-Eleven and some of its stores in federal court in California last month, accusing the chain, which helps franchisees stock their locations, of intellectual property law violations. The complaint, which 7-Eleven must reply to next month, seeks damages and fees and demands that the franchise shut down the sales. 7-Eleven did not immediately respond to a request for comment on the lawsuit. The rise of the dupes, which are made by multiple companies, highlights the blessing and curse of going viral, experts say. The success of an imitation can inspire greater interest in the genuine product, Vivek Jayaram, an intellectual property lawyer, said in a phone interview. That is a newish phenomenon, as some consumers have come to see dupes of luxury items as equally desirable to originals, he noted. But he said that letting dupes go for a long time could lead to a company's waiving its rights in extreme cases. Case Collard, a patent lawyer, said in a phone interview, "When someone's knocking you off, it means you have a very successful product." Still, viral success is unpredictable, and it can be difficult to get ahead of a counterfeit wave, he said. For consumers looking for the real thing, it means that they have to, quote, take an extra step or two to ensure authenticity, he added. Pop Mart appears to be fighting to stop the fake onslaught on multiple fronts. But some collectors on TikTok are saying the mania is already fading, meaning demand could fizzle before the company manages to take control of the tide of fakes.